Hello, Lizzo. Welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda's channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you'll be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos and also educate, you guys are the real MVP. Alright, lovelies, let's dive into today's video. So lovelies, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok, and I thought to share with you guys. We had this brother, actually set record straight away, and I decided to actually put it up here for us to, leave our commentaries on what we think. I'm just gonna roll it. Please leave me your own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. Alright, lovelies, let's dive into it, and do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. Alright, lovely.
How did white people mess up a 400-year head start? How did this happen? How is it that a nation of people, a race of people, held people of color by the collar while they allowed their people to get a 400-year head start? You sabotaged anything we could have done. We couldn't read, we couldn't write, we couldn't unify in any way, we couldn't congregate in any way. We weren't even considered human. See, this is why I am so proud to be black. I'm so proud to be a person of color, because we have the best story ever told. Regardless of what criticisms I've given my people, regardless of what critiques, regardless of what I've said about my people, I still view us as the greatest. And by us, I mean people of color. Don't you know who you are? These people held you by the collar, held you in place so you couldn't move, learn, do nothing by yourself. Also, they can stay ahead of you. Do you understand what that means? That means that they know how powerful you all are. They know how powerful a black woman is. They know how powerful a black man is. Because if they didn't, guess what? They would have pulled themselves up by their own bootstraps and built America on their own instead of going and kidnapping slaves. Oh, wait, white man, I know what you about to say. Oh, but black people weren't the only slaves. No, we weren't. But we were the only ones who've had our identity completely stripped from us. We are the only ones who have been completely separated and don't even know the origins of African Americans. Oh, but Africa sold you guys into slave. No. The very few chiefs, kings that did that cooperated, were considered outcasts, alienated, were considered traitors well before that transaction even happened. And plus, it's kind of hard to deny a transaction when we ain't got nothing but bows and arrows and y'all showing up on ships with rifles, making offers that we literally cannot refuse. Let's not forget how America plays. Let's not forget how America presents you with an offer, but the offer is really rhetorical. It's really a trick question. Throughout all the trial and tribulation, throughout all the horrific acts done by you, we are still here. So I ask again, how did you fumble a 400-year head start? How did you fumble a point in time where you were trying to completely eradicate people of color and you couldn't do it? That's why I be so mad at my people. That's why I be so disappointed in my people. That's why I be on y'all the way I be on y'all. Because these motherfuckers know who you are. These motherfuckers know how powerful you are. These motherfuckers know your potential. They just convinced you that your potential is low. They convinced you that you're a nobody. They convinced you that you are nothing and you are lesser than them. When if that was true, they would have built America on their own. They wouldn't have had to go and get them slaves. They wouldn't have had to deal with Africa at all. They wouldn't have had to take out loans from that same tyrannical place that they say they fled from. They wouldn't have had to create alliances with France. They wouldn't have had to use Christianity to start the slave trade if they were so great. How did y'all white folks mess up a 400-year head start? The same thing. Every 4 years, they blaming every issue in America on people of color, on immigrants, when you're an immigrant, on Joe Biden, on Kamala Harris, on Barack Obama. They blame it on everybody except the motherfucker that created the system that we in. White people now are like, oh, woe is me. The country's going to shit. Oh my God, the immigrants. Oh my God, we're going to lose this. Oh my God, the tyrannical government. Oh my God, what are we going to do? The America's going to shit. No, America's been shit. You just now finding out. You late to the party. Why did you not listen to people of color when we told you all of this back then? See, when it was beneficial to be white, you ignored all of us. But now that your privilege is virtually gone, dead, because the same system, the same government, the same media that you put in place has gotten greedy and now sees you, white man, as a target too. Yes, you have privilege, or at least you had it. And this is usually where they start whining, oh, what privilege do I have today? The 400-year head start that your ancestors gave you, that's a privilege. The fact that y'all were allowed to run full sprint as far as you can run while everybody else was held in place trying to run, can't get nowhere because they are held by their collar, by your ancestors. How did y'all fumble a 400-year head start? God, I love being black. I love being a person of color, because do you understand the level of failure that is? Every 4 years, this damn country's on the verge of collapse. Every 4 years, it's the same policies being presented. Every 4 years, it's the same promises broken. And guess what you all do? Still participate in this system. But when shit go bad, hey, we need to change this. They're not going to change nothing. You know why? Because your vote is free. You don't demand nothing for your vote. You don't demand nothing for the dollar. You don't demand nothing for nothing. So why would they respect you? Why would they help you? Why would they rebuild America in the image it's supposed to be in when you're paying for corruption? Why would the devil change the devil's ways if you keep playing the same game that the devil likes to play? Here go the whites. It's Kamala Harris, it's Joe Biden, it's Barack Obama. No. It's America.
Walter Rodney wrote an interesting book called How Europe Underdeveloped Africa. And I always thought the title, the use of the word underdeveloped as a verb, was very important and very revealing. That it was something that was done to Africa. Africa wasn't underdeveloped. There were rich cultures there. Africa is a rich continent. Latin America is a rich continent. Asia is a rich continent. The imperialists, the colonialists don't go to poor places. They go to rich places. They go in there to take their markets, to take their oil, their timber, their cotton, their hemp, their flax, their gold, their silver, their diamonds, and 1,000 other things. And they go in there to exploit and ruthlessly exploit their labor. That's why I go, Africa is rich, only its people are poor.
I seriously love this. When I saw this brother, I was like, he is actually dishing out fact, like real fact out there. I want to make more emphasis on the privilege of a thing. You know, oftentimes a lot of pink-color people usually come out to talk about how they don't feel like they have a privilege, especially those ones that think that, okay, they don't have all the whole basic things of life. They often come out to talk about how, what privilege are you talking about? What are you saying? I go to work, I come back, I actually make ends meet just like every other person. I wake up from my bed, go to work, you know, get the work done, get paid, pay up my bills and all of that. What privilege are you actually talking about? I am just the way you are. So don't talk about the privilege. But deep inside of them, they know exactly what it means when someone said that, pink-colored people have privilege. Like there is a place where a pan-colored person might actually go and come out without anyone being, without him or she being harassed. But black people can never have that privilege, to do such a thing. Let's take, for instance, this incident that happened with Shane and, Sonia Mercy. I just, assume that it was actually a black cop, and he had all of those, all of those deceitful background, all of those, background. Do you think that he might actually still continue his, job of being, a police officer and all of that? No. But because, this other guy is a pan color person with all of the privilege that he has, even when he's been diagnosed of something, even when his profile said that he's unfit to do a particular job, but he still continued with the job. Because of what? Or because of the privilege we are talking about. Black people are just blessed. Just imagine what they have gone through throughout the years, what their ancestors has actually passed through, like all of the things that they were deprived of. Is it education? Is it healthcare? Is like they are the people to be treated worse off in the healthcare system. They are the same people to be treated so badly in terms of jobs and all of that. There is a particular job that is meant for pan-colored person, and there is a particular job that is meant for black people. But with all of those things, discriminations and all of that, black people are still striving. They are still standing tall. They are still making names for themselves. They are still creating generational wealth for themselves. This is why, so many colored people are so shocked with all of the things, all of the deprived. They have, tried as much as they can to do to those people, but they keep on proving them wrong. They keep on, proving them wrong, that we can still stand on our own. We can still do something. We can still achieve. Like seriously, it's all of the lies, tribulations, and all of that. These people are still standing tall. What do you expect from them? You expect that they're going to just, smile like, okay. And the other hand, with all of the privilege and all of that, they are still, feeling as if they don't have privilege. It baffles me now that a lot of pan-color people, not baffles, it's actually, it's a thing of, okay, I think things are getting a little bit better, but a lot of pan-color people are actually speaking up, because it's as if they are beginning to feel a little bit of what, black people has been feeling for over 400 years. This is why it looks as if they are now coming up, they are not trying to speak up, they are not trying to okay, what is going on? This is why you see most of them, trying to because the privilege that they had is not more as strong as before. Now they want to try to see if they can actually get black people too in their side. Because these people called melanin, black, POC, or whatsoever you want to call that, they are the Lord's chosen, with all of the atrocities, with all of the things that they have to go through, even still going through all till that, they are still looking for a way, they are still standing up, they are still strong. Why wouldn't you be proud to be a black person? Why wouldn't you be proud? The only thing this book can just do to spike you is maybe calling you names, or trying to use blackface, or trying to remind you how their ancestors actually dealt with. That is just what they feel that they can use to make you angry or whatsoever, because there is nothing else. There is a video I posted about this, group of pan-colored people trying to base with one Uncle P or something. He went to somewhere for his job, somewhere Georgia or something. It is downtown, and he was reminded that there is a hanging tree behind where they had people like him and all of that. And this is the least that they can do because they are so obsessed and jealous. They are surprised. Even if they have everything in abundance, they are still not satisfied. This is the least they can do. But it's when I saw that video, I was like, oh, okay. We are used to stuff like this. Like black people are used to, sloughs like this because that is the least thing they can do to make you angry because they are jealous. They are surprised at which why you're still succeeding with all of the things that they have done to keep you in a stagnant, but you are still succeeding. You know, that was why when I saw that video, I was like, okay, so what? Okay, what? Like, I think it's high time, black people don't even allow stuff like it to get into them because that's the least they can do. I love this. When I saw this, I was like, I'm gonna put it on here because sometimes we actually need to be very proud of ourselves. It's not easy. It's really not easy in this rough world. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. So please share this video, subscribe to my channel if you're here to do that. And I will
Up to
see
this
you
extent, thank you so much for all the love and support. Why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video? And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. Alright, lovelies, please share this video, subscribe, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload the next one.